What are you breaking my balls for?
It's about that time for another episode of Breakin Ballz. I'm Johnny P, the host for the evening, and joining me, as always, the good-looking and the charming and the intelligent Lou Martini Jr.
I knew you were talking about me. Yes, the master of madness himself.
How you doing?
In the month of May. Look, I'm all Houston out, baby. It's tournament week, baby. At the time of this taping, I'm ready. I'm pumped up. I'm fired up. We got some great guests. We're going to talk a little college basketball later. I'm excited about it. But, John, take it away, brother. We're here. It's another Monday night in beautiful downtown Staten Island.
And the thing is why we've been holding off and putting on podcasts, because us and the producer just trying to develop something different. So we're adding a whole team of guys and joining the crew, the most recent, we call him the captain. He's actor, producer, Garry Pastore, our dear friend. Gary, how you doing? Thank you for coming back.
Now, why do we call him the captain? Can somebody explain this to me?
He the captain because he's always the captain of his ship. He's always fishing.
Oh, is that what it is? All right.
Yeah, and I'm a pirate.
Oh, that's right. He's a fisherman. I know you're a pirate. That I know.
Can
I know
ask
you're
you a
raping
question?
pillage. Yes.
You sleep with that teddy bear at
Yes, I
night?
do. Yes, I do. I got my Houston teddy bear.
You're a little weird. You know
Yes, I
that,
am.
right?
I'm a little weird. Hey, it's tournament time, baby. Like I said,
understand.
we'll talk about it later.
I understand. You're a big fan.
Well,
Yes.
listen, before we
Big
get
fan.
into the teddy bear, the tournament, our special guest up tonight is another dear friend, a colleague of ours. You see them in The Sopranos and many other independent films and movies, television shows. We got the one and only, the gentleman of gentlemen, Artie Pasquale.
GG, I like that.
Thank you. My
GG.
pleasure being here
What's
with
up, buddy?
these two other mutts here. I would have brought my stuffed animal too that I sleep with.
He
but
started already. He's calling people mutts. He knows. He's all right.
she's busy tonight, so I couldn't bring it.
And the first thing I said about you in the green room was, I said, Artie will never say a bad thing about anybody. First thing he says, he calls people
no,
mutts.
Well, now he's on Breakin
He's calling
Ballz.
people mutts.
Well, here we are. And what's today? What's today? St. Patrick's Day.
Today is St. Patrick's
There's no
Day.
St. Patrick's Day.
Italians celebrating St. Patrick's
St. Patrick's
Day.
He
Day.
was Italian.
He was.
I told you, he was Italian. Of
course he was.
And he drove the snakes out of Ireland. I don't know what the problem is.
Where do you get this, that he was
Oh,
Italian?
St. Patrick was
He
Italian.
was.
I was saying, where do you get this from? I never heard this
What do you
before.
mean where I get it? It's history.
Where do you...
Where
What
do
was
you get
his-
it from?
what was
The
his
history
name?
book.
Do you
Pick
know
up
his
a
last?
book
What
and
was his
read.
last
What's
name?
his name?
What was his last name?
Patrick what?
Corned
What?
beef and cabbage? No,
Patrick what?
knows? We don't even know.
Ostropoli.
Are you serious? He had an Italian last name? Go on. No, he's
Ostropoli.
breaking.
Something like that?
Ostropoli. Patrick
Apostrophe.
What's St. Patrick's
apostrophe.
real
Is he
last
serious?
name?
Is he serious? No.
Ostropoli?
He's Italian.
Yeah,
He's not
St.
serious.
Joseph St. Thomas.
Yeah. Koscianoni, some shit like that. I can't even.
What?
Koscianoni?
I can't-
Yeah, you asked the right guy.
Skip
Pronounce it.
Mahoney.
Skip.
Where was St. Patrick from?
No, but that doesn't matter. You got to ask his last
Greece.
name.
He was a Roman Briton.
See?
All right, so he was an Italian from England.
I'm very intelligent.
Very
I have,
good.
You know.
Very good.
Very intelligent. Well-read.
Very
and
good.
intelligent.
I don't get how they got the Irish eyes of smiling mixed with this whole thing. Who knows about that?
You know what I don't get? And I watched
on.
it the other day. There was a very funny bit that John Belushi did back in the day, The Luck of the Irish on Saturday Night Live. You remember that bit?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. He says, how lucky can you be? You're sitting in a bar with your friend drinking a pint and the fucking place blows up. He says, that luck? Is that luck? how lucky can you be? The luck of the Irish.
That's terrible.
He did a whole
Now, you
bit
know,
on
corned
that.
beef and cabbage.
That
is
didn't come- that's not from
an
Ireland.
Irish food.
That's
the
right.
reason that they got it.
That's right.
Because when they came here to America, they had no money and they wanted to eat red meat. They go to the butcher. The only thing they could afford was the garbage, and back then the garbage was the brisket.
Oh, get out of here.
No, because they thought you could put the brisket in a pan
This
and
sounds
cook it
familiar.
like a regular, or just bake it. And it was very tough. So what they did was, and they didn't have good refrigeration, they salted it back then to keep it fresh so it wouldn't spoil.
Man, I'm glad I'm
Right?
here.
Then
I'm so glad I'm here tonight to listen. I get such an education.
He's very informative
Already
tonight.
I get an
He's
education.
very
I'm
informative.
trying to tell you about St. Patrick's
Well, he
Day.
lives
Very
as close as
tough.
he from a school. He better be smart.
They did bring the potato, though, I think.
Well, how lucky can you be when your whole country runs out of potatoes? Is that luck? Again,
So
luck
anyway,
of the
they-
Irish? They ran out of potatoes, the whole country.
You want to finish
How
listening?
lucky is
You're
that?
getting an education.
All right, good. Corned beef and
So
cabbage.
they boiled the corned beef to make it tender, and they threw potatoes and carrots because it was cheap, and voila, and cabbage. And voila, that's how you got the St. Patrick's Day.
But they didn't throw in
corned beef and
potatoes in
cabbage. They
Ireland
did not
because
eat
they were
that
out
in
of
Ireland,
potatoes.
No.
Because they were out of potatoes in Ireland. They ran out of potatoes and
did.
they almost starved to death because they didn't have any potatoes.
I think they had broccoli instead of potatoes.
That's like you. If you ran out of pasta, you'd starve to death. Forget about the pasta that you eat.
Oh, I only eat once a week pasta. Maybe every blue moon I might have twice. But I didn't even have pasta this week, so I missed a
He
week.
has no improv training. I say something, you're supposed to go with it. You
I
know,
did.
Make me go. You said, no, I don't eat pasta. I eat pasta once a day.
No. You
Yes, you
silly
did.
boy.
That's what you said.
I said I eat it once a week.
You're upsetting
usually.
my bear. You're upsetting
That
my
bear
red
would
bear.
have thrown it in the garbage in a minute.
Easy for you, not for me, Senor Wences.
Senor
Senor
Wences.
Wences.
Senor Wences.
Hi, this is my friend, Lou Martini. Hi.
What's his name?
You missed your calling. You should have been
What's
a
his name?
ventriloquist.
What's his name?
He doesn't have
And then
a
he
name.
had with the.
an
But he had
orphan.
the guy in the box. He goes, "Say, shut the door. right?"
close the door.
No, I actually bought this for Liz.
Close the
I
door.
bought this
When'd
for
you get
Liz.
it? Today?
When I came home from a
Easy
trip
for you, not for
from
me.
Houston, I brought her a little teddy bear. It was for Liz.
Senor Wenches.
Senor Wences, right? How you feeling, Artie?
You look good, kid.
How's your
Everything's
health?
good?
You good?
Asking me. Well, you
Wow, he's cold as ice. He's cold as
You
ice.
got, how long is this
You
show?
breathing? Let me see. Is he
hour.
breathing?
An hour. He wants to know how I feel.
Well,
Well,
I found this in the bathroom. I figured you must have dropped it.
What is it? Let me look. Oh, first aid kit.
Yeah.
He's got paddles in there. Clear! Clear!
No, it's a private joke between Artie and I. That's all.
We've gone a couple of years where either he's been in the hospital or I've been in the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
know,
are very
my-
sickly. Both
I
of you.
belong. My
I am
favorite.
not-
I have this special family, the Diologist family. I go see them every week. I get the proctologist, the gastroenterologist, the urologist, the cardiologist. They're
But
good
you're
fri-
still here.
Good friends of mine.
And that's all that matters.
That's true.
We will get back to this in a second. Our other co-host came into the building, so let's give it up for Concetta Rose. What's up,
Wonderful.
Concetta?
Concetta Rose is back.
All right.
Hi guys, good to see you again.
What's shaking?
Thanks for having me.
The captain and the rose. Look at
Let
him
me
together
tell you
over there.
something. This is my least favorite driving holiday
Yeah, yeah.
because
you got to be
of
careful.
the pedestrians.
Yeah.
Walking backwards into the street, just drinking and backing
From
up.
where?
Well, we were just talking about the
Anywhere,
luck of the
everywhere.
Irish.
I just
Everywhere.
left Newdorf and it was like
Oh,
a
yeah,
zoo
well.
out there.
Yeah, you got to be careful for sure.
These people are drunk when it's not a holiday.
Yeah, I had 3 people run the stop sign in Bay Ridge coming here.
Yeah.
They got to put
not-
cameras in
just
stop signs.
oblivious.
They got to put cameras in stop signs now because people don't stop at stop signs anymore.
No, they
Put-
don't.
I don't care what it costs. Put cameras in stop
You know I
signs.
stop when there's no stop sign? Because I'm afraid some clown's going to blow the stop sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's happened.
Dawn saying, yeah, Dawn needs to
Stop
tell
when
you
there's no
something.
stop sign.
For me, yeah. Say there's only a two-way stop sign.
Yeah.
I'll stop at that intersection just because I don't know what this other clown's going to do. I
Because
see
they
guys
run
blowing stop signs
all the
constantly.
time.
Yeah.
You don't have a choice.
I couldn't do it.
Well, Artie,
Claustrophobic.
You can't say you can't say I'm getting out of here.
Artie, you're our special guest tonight. Talk to us. What's been going on with you like the last year?
Well, I've been going to a lot of doctors.
Okay.
You know,
This is always interesting conversation. The doctors.
It's his first aid kit. I brought it for him.
Gary's always worrying about
Just in case.
Gary's always worrying about me.
He's terrible.
in
I
right?
thought he dropped it in the bathroom. But
Just in case.
He's always worrying about me, and I
That's a good
appreciate
friend.
that. That's a true
really
friend.
good
No, you know that.
When a true friend is worrying about your health all the time, it's a real friend. You know.
Yep.
So he's helped me in the past.
Listen, Artie, you're family to all of us. You're like an unsung hero to us. Yeah.
Unsung hero. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know.
Why, Artie sings. You ever hear Artie sing?
Yeah, Artie sings.
I've sung, right? I've sung.
Yeah.
You've sung. You've
Yeah.
sung. We've sung with
Yeah,
the
we all
Testa
sing down in
band,
Jersey
right, I
Shore.
Friday.
sang with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you
Sings
guys sing?
from rags to riches. You sings. I don't know.
No, Artie and I did something. We sang the letter together, right? Buy me a ticket for an airplane. Remember?
Yes, I
Ain't
saw
got
that
time
video.
To take a fast train.
That's it.
You sang that. What was that Barbara Streisand and Chris Christopherson song?
Barbara Streisand. Chris-
Yeah,
Way we
yeah.
were.
The way we won? No,
Yeah.
the Star
The Star was Born. Yeah.
You don't bring me flowers?
Yeah, yeah. You don't bring me flowers. That's what Artie and Gary sings.
You think that's funny?
That's not funny.
Well, when they sing, he's the captain,
that's
he's Tennille.
stupid.
Right? If he's the captain, you must
Yeah,
be
but what about
Tennille.
Al Sapienza? He
Oh,
sings
Tennille.
that with
Captain
Debbie.
Tennille.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he first sung that, I'm like, ow, what the hell are you singing that song for?
Yeah. Captain and Tennille, he said, right?
If he's the
Muskrat
captain, you
Love.
got to be Tennille. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen,
Muskrat
love,
Love.
love will keep us together.
I love that song.
Oh,
You
me
kidding
too.
So what
That's a
about the
good
film
one.
industry? Anything? I mean,
I've
with,
done a couple of things. You know, I've done about 3 independent films recently. You know,
One.
and hoping things will pick up.
I seen you in Mob King. That was very good.
Yeah, it was all right.
Gary had a scene in there.
No, I'm not.
No,
in
he
my
wasn't
I
team.
thought you were in that.
No, I'm not.
Which
in
one are
my
you
team.
in? Silent Partners?
No, I'm not in my
Is it
team.
Silent Partners?
Yeah.
I get them all mixed up.
You didn't see Silent Partners.
Yes,
You
I
guys didn't come out.
Yes, I did. Oh, did it? Okay, then who knows?
I'm going to the premiere on the 3rd. How did you see it?
I don't know. You only
is
advertised
it,
it
the
about
Hard
100
Rock
times.
again?
No,
My
it's
mistake.
actually at the Miami Film Festival in Miami,
Nice.
which is one of the 5 top festivals in the nation. So, and we have the opening night film.
That's amazing.
That's
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, it's great.
That's great.
So April 3rd, Miami.
You
I'll
taking
be
me-
there
you taking me
on,
with you
on,
or what?
on the runway. What do you call it? The runway, the red carpet. There you go. On the red carpet.
Well, first,
There'll be a
first
runway
you'll
for
land the
you.
runway.
Oh, there'll be a
Fucking
runway for me.
Skip 2 over here.
The last premiere we went to for Mob King, me and Gary met in the casino.
Oh my God.
When I tell you, you know when you can laugh and you just laugh and laugh and laugh.
Yeah.
We just look. Like now, if we look at each other, we'll start laughing.
Was that from the last time you told me about Biden?
I don't.
You said you-
Oh, I was calling him Joe Biden.
Yeah, he's coming.
He was walking around in circles.
Looking to shake somebody's hand and nobody was there.
He had a couple of drinks. That's why. That's all.
Gary had a couple. I didn't have.
No, not Gary. Gary don't drink.
No drink.
And listen, I'm not. You can't
that
call me
true?
Johnny
You
Couch
drink?
no more because
Oh,
I'm
you
not
do
sleeping
drink,
on
you
your
drink.
couch.
I'm not.
I'm gonna bring a
Right,
tent
right.
out.
that's-
Johnny
for
Couch?
you.
Yeah, he calls me Johnny
I have a
Couch.
couple of shots every now and then.
Sure.
You know,
Sure. Why not?
a little Shabula. It's good for you. It's good.
So,
Yes.
Johnny P, did you
Very
fill out your
healthy.
bracket? I know you don't follow sports, but you got to fill out a bracket like the rest of the world does, no?
What's a bracket?
For basketball.
Very good. Thank you for your help.
What do you mean? I put on some show.
Everybody in the world,
Come
even like
on.
Liz, fills out a bracket at work. They
Not
pass out the
everybody.
brackets.
What is that like?
You pick your teams of who's going to win the championship. And, of
Yeah.
course, I picked my school.
That's like a-
Artie, who's your pick this year?
I took Florida.
What is that?
Let me tell you.
That's
Artie.
like a super-
Wait a second. You're very upsetting.
Oh.
I brought this for you to make you an honorary University of Houston alumnus because you always root for us.
I do
and now
root
you're
for-
picking Florida.
That doesn't mean I don't root for other teams.
Unbelievable.
Is that one? Did you wear that?
No,
or what?
it's a brand new golf
there's
cap. Look
black
at that
in the
nice.
back of it.
Wow.
You are now an honorary University of
Give me
Houston
a friend
alumnus.
from-
Here, take your teddy bear.
Thank you very much.
That's it.
Now I feel like I'm part of the
Fucking
Houston
corny.
family.
Johnny, pick a school. Who's winning the national
This is going to
championship?
go on the Hallmark Channel. This
Pick
show.
a school. Pick any school. Who's
Me,
going to win?
Boston.
Boston what?
Boston Martinis.
Boston.
Why do I even ask, Gary? Why do
The
I even ask?
University of Houston.
There you go. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear. Wear it in good health, but do not root for Florida. You better be rooting for us.
No, I'll root
I don't
for
wanna
Florida.
hear it.
No, I won't.
Make
I
sure
won't.
you smell it. It might smell like mothballs.
You don't fill out brackets
Very
where you
nicely
work?
brought this.
They don't fill them out?
No, I teach art to middle schoolers.
Yeah.
So we don't do brackets.
That's almost like Super Bowl pool.
You're so disappointed.
The middle school kids are not into basketball?
I mean, they might be, but I don't. I
Yeah,
mean,
but they're too
I
young.
don't-
You get a blank. You
She'll
teach
throw
art,
around in
right?
the
You
school.
teach
I
art,
teach art.
you get a blank one of these things,
Yeah.
a blank one, right?
Draw it
And you
together.
tell the kids to put in certain teams, wherever they want to put them.
Syracuse in it?
Right.
I
Don't
even
throw
know.
you out for
What about
gambling.
Duke?
Art.
Yeah, Duke is one of the favorites.
Duke might win the whole thing.
Duke is one of the favorites.
You'll be in the advance for taking bets with the younger
I
generation.
know.
Access class teacher, art class, taking bets from the younger generation.
So you pick a team, then you follow it all the way through.
Well, there's all
or
different
until they,
contests. Like this one is the New York Post, you know?
Oh, okay.
And the guy who gets the most points, I guess, is a point system. If you pick the most games, remember, it starts off with how many games, Artie?
60,
Sweet 16.
62 teams.
No, but there's 62
Yeah, oh, yeah,
teams.
Get out of
So
here.
there's- that goes to
60, in
Sweet 16.
basketball, there's 62.
No, there's 68 teams. So
I
there's
never knew that.
34 games to start.
I never knew that.
Whoa,
So you go from
watch
the
all these games?
34 to the Sweet 16 to the Elite 8 to the Final 4 to the National Championship.
Oh, forget about it. He watches the Rangers, everybody.
How long does all that take?
Month
3
of March.
weeks.
That's, you've heard of March.
3
You've heard of
weeks?
March Madness. Have you heard that expression?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's when people
That's
go crazy.
why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many games do they play a day?
Starting on Thursday, they play all day, basically. The first round is this weekend, so they'll play Thursday. Like if my school wins Thursday, then they'll play against Saturday.
Okay.
And then it'll be the following week again. Thursday, Friday,
There's different
Saturday.
sections
Sunday.
too. You have the East. You have the Midwest. The
But
West.
this is the biggest thing. This is bigger than the Super Bowl, March Madness. This is way bigger than the Super Bowl.
So that's all pro or college?
College,
Okay.
all college basketball.
And your team's gonna go all the
Not the
way.
college that you went to.
Yeah. That's
what he said.
Not the School of Hard Knocks, University of Wise Guys.
I told you I only did 30. I only did 30 days. That was it. A long time ago.
You got to bring in some of the artwork that the
Okay.
kids do. You should bring some in.
Okay.
I want my own picture.
Yeah, that would be nice. I would like to see that.
Okay.
What are they, second
We
graders,
can do
third,
that.
elementary kids?
My youngest is 7, so that's first grade, and then it goes up to. Well, I also teach seniors, so my older students are like 80s, 90s.
So you teach senior
80s and
seniors?
90s.
Yes,
How do
separate
they-
from the young.
How do they
students.
treat you? Do they flirt with you? Are they nicer to you? Do they give you respect?
No, no. It's a lot like the middle schoolers. It really is.
They're
like,
tough?
A little bit, but it's like, hey, he's in my chair, and that's my brush, and
Got
I'm
ya.
like, what are we doing?
You
75
teach people in
years
the
old.
80s and 90s?
Yeah, Yeah. it's
Maybe-
not-
What do you think,
Where's
Art?
your class?
Where is it?
I'm thinking
Artie
taking
wants to
it
sign
apart.
up.
Can I wonder if
I
I
want
can
to
say? I
sign
probably
up.
can say, right?
Yeah, of
the
course.
Arrow
You think,
Car
yeah?
Friendship Center.
You think should I inquire
Be a
about that?
friend.
That's
Listen,
pretty cool.
Better than bingo
But
and
she's under
shuffleboard.
protection. She's under protection by the,
Can't get hurt.
the gangsters of
Can't get
rock
hurt
now.
doing
So
artwork.
Some people, I wonder what they're doing there. 'Cause they
Anybody ever
seem
paint
like-
something and you say, listen, that's just not very good.
No,
You
never.
don't- we're going to
Never.
trash that and we're going to start over.
Oh my God, no,
Really?
never. I encourage people not to start over.
That's
Just
the
keep
whole
going.
thing.
It's a work in progress.
yeah.
Have you
Art,
come
you
across
can-
anybody that was like really talented? Like, you're like, hey, maybe you should
Yeah.
think about really doing this, like
Yeah.
for real? Really?
Yeah, from the young kids all the way to the senior citizens. Yeah, there are some senior citizens where I'm like, they're like, oh, this is my first art class. I'm like, in your whole life, because you seem like a pro, or they just have a knack for it.
Liz has been bugging me. She's gone to a couple of those things where you paint the thing in one day or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's really, really good. She wants
Yeah.
me to do it.
I'll do
But she
it.
has
It's so
talent.
fun.
You gotta
She's
paint-
painted
you
a couple
paint
of
by,
things.
You paint by the numbers, though.
You guys should paint each other nude.
Yeah.
That's what
You
happened to
take
me.
a picture, huh? And then
What
you
do you
should
mean?
paint
In
you
fifth grade, I
nude.
got thrown out of art class because I was doing a nude in the back.
Louis
But
should do that.
what
Him
was
and,
the
him
rest
and
of the
Liz, they
class
should
doing?
paint each other
What were you
nude.
supposed
That'd be
to
fun.
be doing?
We were supposed to draw fruit,
Yeah,
but I
right.
got
Wrong
bored with fruit,
fruit.
and I went in the back with the
Yeah.
girl, and I was drawing a nude.
She said, I like the way
I
you
got
drew
tossed
that
out.
banana, she said, right?
Huh?
So she said, I like the way you drew that
Wait a
banana.
second.
It was the peach.
This is fifth grade. Wait a second. Hold on. This was fifth grade and the girl was nude? The fifth grade girl was naked?
No.
But yeah, I got thrown out of fifth grade art class.
No, but there wasn't a girl
No.
that was in fifth grade that was
No,
naked.
the
You
girl
just
wasn't
made it.
naked.
I made it again.
You made it, yeah.
I made it again.
Wait, in the classroom?
Yeah, I put up a sheet
No,
so
this
nobody
is-
would see it. We went behind the sheet, and
How did all this happen without the teacher's knowledge?
I was a romantic artist. You really believe this?
Oh my God.
Almost.
Oh my God! I
until
must
that
really be a
point-
good actor.
He's breaking your,
I'm a
your
good
chops.
actor.
I believe
What are you
it.
shaking your head about?
Lou believed it for a bit.
Because I believed it for a bit.
See what I mean? I'm a good actor.
I believed it for a bit.
There you go.
You could have held on to that until the
Oh, I
end
coulda ran
of
with
me
that.
knowing you.
Hey, when I first met Liz, I was about maybe like 2 or 3 dates in, and I says, look, there's something I got to tell you. And I got real serious about it. I says, I've killed 5 women.
You are not well.
And I really pretended like I says, look, I haven't done it in a long time, and I'm over it.
In a look.
But it was something, I hated my mom, and they'll never find a woman, so
I
don't
could
worry about
picture
me
her
ever getting
face.
caught. And she freaked for about a week, man. She was in tears, freaking out, like, please don't tell me this is true, that
Poor
you're a
Liz.
serial killer. And I went through this for a couple of weeks before I told her she'll never forgive me
How
for
could
that.
you do that to that poor lady?
That
Because
is
I was a
awful.
prankster. I was
That
pulling a
is
prank.
awful.
That's fucked up.
But I had her believing that I was a fucking serial killer. And
I would've been
I had 5 bodies in the Pacific Ocean when I lived in L.A.
And she's like,
I haven't done
you
it in
never
a
know.
while.
she was
never
probably,
know.
Like
that,
that
Ted Bundy was a guy
excuses
just
it.
like me. Nice guy, good looking, right?
you got half of it right.
You know what I'm saying? The good looking part. Yeah, I know. Right?
Was one? Yeah, he was the good-looking guy, right? There's college girls. Yeah, he was. Weird.
Oh God.
You see, they just released the 9/11 calls from the kids that got killed in Idaho. Not Idaho, Idaho. What the fuck is Idaho? It sounded like you know.
Now,
You're rubbing off on me.
He skipped 2. He skipped 3.
Oh my God. Idaho. That's what you put Idaho in. Wyoming to get.
That's all right. God's going to get you.
No, I didn't have anything.
They just released the one girl calling 9/11 when she was hearing her friends getting killed. It's awful.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
Oh, you're full of doom and
terrible.
gloom.
So
Why do they
terrible.
even-
I
why do
like
they
the
even-
true crime stuff. I
Why
love
do they
true
even
crime
release
stuff.
stuff like that?
One news station went to court to get it released, the Freedom of Information Act or whatever you want to call
And
it.
it's such a long time ago.
Well, tomorrow the Kennedy thing's coming out. 80,000
Pages.
files.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sick.
You're gonna finally find out the truth.
Have you ever been there to Dallas where it all went down?
Yeah,
It's very amazing.
it is amazing.
I went behind the picket fence and
Well, they're saying the driver was a shooter now.
really.
Yeah,
Came out
he
tomorrow.
shot this way.
Wow. The most
No
amazing
way.
thing about the thing
I'm
is
not kidding.
Come on.
Yeah, they
I
say
never
that-
heard that theory.
Well,
I heard,
there's
I
definitely-
heard
It's
behind
all
the,
over right
they were
now.
behind the green there,
No.
behind the bush, right?
No, they're saying that the driver actually was one of the gunmen.
well, we'll see tomorrow if the
You'll
stuff
find
comes
out
out
tomorrow. But they're starting to show the The footage. They're,
Now-
they're releasing a little bit by.
Excuse me, this is the Kennedy
nobody saw that.
assassin. This is all this is from.
Yeah, 63. The most
else
amazing
was
thing
in the
about
car?
that
Everybody
is
was in on it.
Oh,
It was Johnson.
Connolly-
It was
Connolly was
CIA.
the
It was
governor,
everybody was
right?
in on it. Everybody was in on it.
New Orleans Mafia.
The mob.
crazy.
But what I was gonna say is-
everybody was in on it.
What I was going to say, the most amazing thing about that is when you go there and you go to the street where it happened, Dealey Plaza, there's no permanent marker, but there's literally like electrical tape. There's a cross of like electrical tape that they change all the time where he was shot. You think they'd have something permanent,
a
but they have a piece of like blood. They put
Yeah,
a
but
piece of tape.
that's still like, come on. Why would you even have that there?
Why would you put a piece of tape and not something permanent?
How about the
agree.
shots that,
Then
how
why
about the
isn't that
shots
like
that
a
came from behind that
memorial
bush
as
there,
opposed
right? The
to-
bush.
Yeah.
Well,
Tape.
listen.
Yeah.
What's that?
Obviously,
Definitely
the guy up
did.
in the book depository, he was a patsy, Oswald. You know, they said there's no way that he could have done what he did. I mean, listen, I always thought that there was something finagly about it. Always.
They took the
I
number
never,
one.
thought, I never thought of the driver. Come on.
They
No,
took the
they said
number
it was the
one.
driver.
You never know.
They took the number one sniper in the country at the time, a couple of years after this. They took the number one sniper in the
Yeah,
country.
they put him up there.
They put him up there with that same rifle, which had a rusty pin. He could not get the number of shots off that Oswald was accused of getting off in that matter of time. It was physically impossible for the number one sniper in the world because the pin was rusty on the gun. That's one of the things. There's
Don't
so
forget,
much.
they didn't have
Wow.
cameras.
Bullshit.
They didn't have the coverage. They
Yeah.
didn't have any
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
The good
you
old
watch
days.
it, you see, the Kennedy. Here comes President Kennedy. Come on,
Yeah.
Sound like Walter
It's all
Cronkite.
great. It's all grainy and
looks like
black
him,
and
too.
white.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, something happened to the president.
That's a Walter Cronkite. That's your Walter Cronkite impression. Very good.
That was good.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Good. I'll have to put that in my repertoire.
Very good. Very good.
What's your output about this, Concetta?
I mean, about
me?
his repertoire?
About anything that's going on today.
His repertoire? He has very nice
good.
repertoire,
I
as a matter
believe
of fact.
everything you do so
I enjoy
far.
your
Well,
repertoire.
Thank
It's
you very
true.
much.
No, I actually had a question for you.
Yeah,
sure.
And that, I mean, your resume is gigantic, right?
I
At
know,
this
it's
point,
gigantic.
so
It's the
it
same
is.
size. It's the same size as this.
The bracket. His resume is like
Very
a bracket.
small writing. No, but I was wondering if you had a moment that you felt anywhere throughout your career where you felt like this is I'm proud to be an artist. I'm proud to be an actor. I'm proud to be a producer.
Well,
any
the
of
only,
it.
the obvious answer would be Sopranos, but I think the most gratifying thing that I've ever done, I think, was a play. Matter of fact, I don't know if these guys saw it. It was directed by Vinnie Pastore.
Oh, yeah?
It was called Mama's Chair.
Oh, I never seen that.
And I played Vinny's father, who, according to Vinny, mistreated his mother. And it was just me and his son, and Vinny, who would be Vinny as a kid. And it's done at the Crane Theater. You know, it was a small theater, 100 seats. That was like the most rewarding thing to me. You know,
Yeah.
Really. I got very emotional, it was challenging, but you know, you do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I feel you learn from everything you do, whether it's a small production or a big production. You're always learning something.
Yeah.
know.
But it's the intimacy of
Of
that.
course, it's Sopranos, and these guys would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that. I mean, it was like the greatest TV show.
That's going to
ever.
last forever and ever.
Yeah.
But I mean, even the people that you met, you know, it was just very unique. You know, so friendly. It was great. It was just great.
Sopranos was a family. It really was.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was.
Still is. Still is. The
It
people that
still
are still
is,
around.
but it really. I mean, from the crew down, and Jimmy really, he set the tone.
I remember one
stand up
time
for
I was
himself.
coming out of makeup, coming out of one of the trailers, and Jimmy was on the bench there, and you try to respect everybody, however they're going to do their lines, wherever they are. So I'm walking by, and he says, "Hey, where you going?" I says, "I'm just gonna. I don't want to bother you. Come over here." He says, "The hell with those people." He says, "Sit down. How are your kids? How are your grandkids?" You know, now most stars might not be that close, you know, with the rest of
Yeah.
the crew. And he was friendly with this carpenter or whoever happened to be there.
I like that.
You know, and everybody was just regular guys. I mean, David Chase had the ability to pick these people out of. They look like regular guys on the street. You know, no
Yeah.
George Clooney's or any pretty boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that
was-
captured some of that magic, though, is that you were real. So everything on camera that was caught was real, you know, and it was all truthful and honest. And, you know, no matter you know, what character you were playing and stuff like that. So
And you know
it
what?
rang
A lot
true.
of girls and ladies actually thought James, and they thought James Gandolfini was a sexy man, and a lot of ladies like that big, silent type, well, tough guy. But yeah, like my cousins, they all, and a lot of girls like, oh, he's sexy, oh, he's great look, you know.
But they also feared him, you know.
Yeah.
like, in
Well,
real
women are
life, they
attracted
would
to
fear him.
power.
Yeah.
It's about the power. With a guy like that, it's
Are
not
we?
about his looks. It's about his power and his charisma.
I would say more charisma for me,
Yeah.
speaking for myself, but charisma, then, yeah.
Yeah,
Jimmy
lead,
He
leadership.
was
charismatic.
charming. He had his own thing going. And,
Oh, what are you saying over there?
yeah.
And the genius of the writing, you know, I mean, everybody agrees.
Yeah, writing's everything.
I remember the first thing I did with Sopranos, I'm playing cards, and Joe Ganascoli was over here. He's the guy that played Vito, the big guy. And anyway, there's 4 of us. So I had one word, and it was called fold. So the dealer says to me, you know, what do you do? And at first they asked me, so you played cards, right, Artie? Yeah, I can play cards. Just act natural, had a cigar, of course, you know. Smoked more cigars for that one scene. There's a guy just in charge of my cigar. But anyway, so it comes around to me, he says, what do you do? I fold, and I throw my cards in, I'll discuss, you know. I think Buscemi was directing it. And the script writer comes over and says, Artie,
Drop the I.
no, I fold, just fold. Now, to all of us, what the hell's the difference, right?
Yeah.
And I was doing it naturally. I wasn't trying to be cute.
Yeah.
Just fold. And I was telling some students one time, we were talking about acting. I said, that was written, it had to be said a certain way. The writer wanted it to be said a certain way, and it was important. You treat that like it's an Academy Award line,
Yeah.
essential to that episode or whatever the scene was. Whether it's 1 word, 2 words, 20 words, 50 words. You know? Then there was a scene when Christopher, when he was dying, when he was in the funeral home. So I'm standing next to Van Zandt and Gandolfini. And the script said, and as a girl comes in and says, there she is, 3 to 5, 7 to 9. You know, a girl that always went to wakes, you know, is always that person, right?
I like that line.
So I said 3 to 5, 7 to 9. Now, I said to Steven Van Zandt, stupid me at the time, I said, you think they made a mistake? And it's usually 2 to 4, 7 to 9, right? When you go to a wake.
Well, it's usually 2 to 5, 7 to 9.
Yeah.
It's not 3 to 5. It's usually 2 to 5.
He says, they want 3 to 5, 7 to 9. You give him whatever the fuck
Right.
you want. He says, that's how we were. You give him-
Right.
He had like such a character about him, Van Zandt, that worked perfectly for him, you know?
Well, the
Because
story
he was
is that
he was like
Chase
that,
was
you know, right?
Chase was watching the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame right at home.
Yeah, he liked his
Van
face.
Zandt was sponsoring the Rascals,
Yeah.
and he sees this guy walk across the stage,
There's that lip.
and he said, that guy's going to be in the show somehow.
They were
Yeah,
re-
Chase was a very visual guy. He hired a lot of people on what they look like, and then hopefully they could read afterwards.
No.
You know,
I'll give you one quick story. It might be a long story.
No, no,
It's a
tell
true
it. We
story.
wanna
Very
hear
few
it.
people know this. I had
Just
met,
get closer to the mic.
I had
for
met-
you. Okay, thank you.
How's this?
Not like Howard Stern.
Check,
but, you know,
check,
close.
like you're in a
check
Senate
alley
hearing.
6. The 7 pin is a little crooked.
Mr. Senator, no, I have no knowledge of that, Mr. Senator.
We have no
I
teddy
was not
bears
there.
today.
I was not there. I'm in the olive oil business. I don't do anything else.
Anyway,
Speak right up.
I had met David Chase years ago, and I grew up in Providence, Rhode Island, a typical Italian neighborhood called Federal Hill. And my aunt and uncle had a store, had a cafe. This is the Artie Bucco story. And all the wise guys used to go in there. And a guy was going to go in there, he was going to get killed at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And this is the first episode of The Sopranos, if you remember. So Gandolfini, and as far as the show goes, but in real life, they offered my aunt and uncle a trip to go away because they didn't want the guy to be killed in a restaurant, because then nobody would go in the restaurant and get a bad reputation.
Yeah.
So if you remember the scene, Artie Bucco's wife said, no, once you're indebted to those guys, you know, yada, yada, yada. So what do? They blew up his restaurant
Yeah.
as a favor to him. And this happened to my uncle in real life.
Okay.
Up in Federal Hill. So the guy couldn't go in there. He went into another restaurant and they shot him there. So I remember when Peter Bogdanovich was interviewing my David Chase. He said, "Where'd you get this idea?" You know, the guy blows up his best friend's restaurant as a favor to him. He said, "Well, a friend of mine from Rhode Island, Providence, Artie Pasquale, gave me that story. So he gave me credit like that, right? So whenever I saw John Ventimiglia, who played Artie Bucco, we get this big hug because he survived. So he named Bucco as David Chase's grandfather's name. And
Okay.
He called Artie because I gave him the story. He put Artie in front of Bucco.
That was season
Wow.
one.
You should have got story
episode-
credit.
not
That
episode
credit's
one.
That's
story by
amazing.
Artie Pasquale. If you told him the story.
That was the first
Amazing.
episode.
You sure? Did he blow up? Was it the first? I thought it was into the first season.
I thought it was into it too. I didn't think
Well,
it would be
maybe.
the
I
first
thought it was the
episode.
first
No, it
It's
wasn't
def-
the first episode.
It's definitely the first season because
but it's not the first
because
episode.
it worked
No, it
into
wasn't the
it.
first episode.
But you should have got a story credit on that then.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
I'll
man.
call him up. I'll ask him.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's what they do. Like out of all these cons that they make with seasoned guests, call them up years later for their money.
You know, I was doing an episode of Manifest a couple years ago, and we had the situation where one of the leads, the lead girl, I forgot the character's name, but Melissa, very, very nice girl, and she was accused of starting a fire or something like that or whatever, and they were going to arrest her in the precinct house. And the first thing I said to the guy, and I says, you know, not that it's my business, but I know for a fact that you would not come up to her, put cuffs on her in her own precinct house. You would walk her out or whatever like that.
Yeah.
You know? And he says, you know what, Lou, you're right. And they got on the phone with the showrunner and stuff. And they had this big meeting for about an hour, and everybody was arguing. It's like, oh, shit, I'm sorry I opened my mouth. But they were like, Lou, thank you very much because you're right. So they added dialogue where she was saying, like, she says, I can't believe that you're putting cuffs on me in my own house, and this is blah, blah, blah. So they actually rewrote dialogue because I happen to know what I was talking about. So maybe if you would have opened your mouth with the
Well, that was
wake,
one of the few
you
times
would've
you
been
knew you were
fired.
talking about.
But it's true, wakes at 2 to 5, 7 to
I mean,
9.
to be honest with you, if I saw a guy dressed like you with a teddy bear,
It's only for the tournament.
I
It's only for the
question
tournament.
your
It's only for the
your
tournament.
legitimacy. To
I'm
be
fired
honest
up, Artie. I'm fired up.
You're
You should be
fired up?
fired up too. Let's go. Let's go, Cougs.
You look like you're ready to give a press conference, though, especially in front of the mic.
Yeah.
With all that get up, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah,
in
we played
support.
good D today. You know, we rebounded the ball well, and we shot the ball well, and we're on to Indianapolis. There you go. There's my press conference.
Oh,
Johnny, you're very relaxed tonight.
yeah, very.
You notice that, Gary? Isn't there like an
It's
air of
comfortable.
calmness about him tonight?
Yeah, he's very
nice.
mellow.
Yeah.
Did you
yeah.
meditate?
I like this
Yeah, I
mellow,
did.
Johnny.
I just-
I
Did
like
you do
this mellow,
yoga
Johnny.
today?
It's
I'm just
important.
sucking in all
It's important.
the charm and friendship and love I got around me.
Well,
so,
don't be sucking it in too much. You know what I'm saying?
all right, how's this my commercial? Yeah, I'm Johnny P. What are you gonna do about it?
And that's a commercial for what?
Yeah, I never heard.
That's for
State prison?
that's,
I
that's
mean,
for
what is that?
Tik.
You
That's
know
for
what commercial,
that's for
right?
TikTok. That's my TikTok
No,
thing.
don't do it.
Say it again.
I'm gonna say, hey, it's Johnny P. What are you gonna do about it?
Wow.
Yeah, that'll
It's an
go
air.
fucking
There's an
viral.
air. there.
TikTok.
That'll go viral. Gary, that'll go viral. Like a fucking
should
viral.
say, like-
Commercial, I think.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you,
Tell another
this is a true
story.
story. I'm doing a film in Sparta. You know, Sparta,
New
Sparta,
Jersey?
New Jersey. And I'm going to get killed in this for the 25th time. So I'm going to get just a warehouse, all cement, all around. To this day, I still have a little tinnitus from when they shot me, right?
You totally got that.
Yeah, so they squibbed me up, right, the whole deal. And so I'm going to get shot. No, it's 12:30 at night. I got to get the hell out of here, right? I'm tired. Still got makeup on. I got the sweater with the blood coming through the whole thing. First, we had to rehearse. They got me rehearsing falling and kneeling on. I says, you know, you've done this 3 times. I'm not going to do it again. I mean, I get an idea as to how you're supposed to fall when you get shot in the chest. So I get in my car and I'm riding through. This is 12:30 at night. Cop pulls. This is true. Cop pulls me over. Right. License and registration. So I give him the license. He says, where you coming from? I said, I was doing a movie up the street here. Oh, yeah, what's the name of the movie? I didn't know the name of the movie. I really can't remember it, really. I just want to get out of here. I'm tired. He said, well, where was it? I said, up the road, down over the hill over here. What's the name of the street? I said, I really don't know, officer. He said, let's get this straight. You're doing a movie, 12:30 at night. You don't know the name of the movie.
Should have made it up.
You don't know the name of the movie, and you don't know the name of the street. I said, yes. And by that time, I figured maybe he's going to call for help or something like that. I know, and he's on the other side now. Now he sees the sweater that I had on my front seat with the hole in it and the blood, right?
Oh shit.
And I see him looking at
I
it.
love it.
Now he should have, maybe he could have thought I had somebody in the trunk. He could have, he should have called another cop. I said, "Oh, that." I can tell you what that is. That's the sweater that I wore when I got shot. He said, wait a minute. He says, "You don't know the name of the movie. You don't know the street. You don't know whatever, and you tell me you get shot." And that's the sweater you got. Yeah, I'm taking it as a souvenir. No, that's when he should have called for help, right?
Absolutely.
Get out of the car.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah, I got the sweater. So we went through this like about a few times. He goes through this whole thing. He said, "So you don't know this and this and this and this?" I said, "Oh," I said, I got the script in the back seat here. All right, can I get it?" And I moved quickly.
No, he said, don't reach, probably. He said, don't reach.
No, but I says, "Can I get it?" I went like this. "Just take it easy, son.
Yeah,
Take it
yeah.
easy, pal." I said, "That's all I need now. This guy's gonna pull a trigger or something."
Shoot you.
Oh God.
So I said, "You want to get it?" He says, "No." I said, "You can get it." I should have been out of the car by now. If he was smart, get out of the car or check my trunk. So I get the script. I said, "See, Bruno gets shot in chest. That's me, Bruno." That's the sweater I wore. I'm taking for a souvenir. But Bruno, can you see it? It's Bruno.
Did he say get the fuck out of here?
Anyway, no. Eventually, he says, that's one of the great stories I'm going to tell the guys in the precinct.
He should have had to.
I said, "You're going to tell the story." I said, "I'm going to tell."
Did you tell him
Did he
you
have
were
a
in The
cam?
Sopranos or
Did he
no?
have a cam?
No, he didn't have anything.
He didn't have the body camera at
he
that
was
time?
No,
Before the body
he was-
camera?
He was a young kid.
You didn't tell him you were in The Sopranos or nothing like that?
You know how you would have got out of that? You should have said I was doing a Preparation H commercial. You would have left you alone. That's what I used to tell people.
No.
I swear to God, when we were out shooting, and we were by the trucks, they go, what are you doing? I said, Preparation H commercial. Oh, thanks, bye. They didn't ask another question.
That's true though. That would turn me
They
away
didn't,
too.
they didn't ask
But I
another
couldn't
question.
remember the name of the movie. I couldn't remember the street. It was dark. It was too. I wanted to just go home.
That's a great story.
I just wanted to get out of there.
Unbelievable.
This movie ever see the light of day?
No.
Of course not.
Bruno's dead.
Well, everybody, what do you think? It's about that time?
It's about that time.
Sure.
Artie Pasquale.
Thank
Always
you.
a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Appreciate it. I learned a lot while I was here. I learned about
Thank you so much for coming
aeronautics. I
on.
learned so much about it.
Learned
You know.
about where St. Patrick was from. What else did
That's
you learn?
right.
there?
About corned beef.
Corned beef and
Corned beef.
hash.
And,
Oh, I
and
missed
teddy
that?
bears.
Aw.
How to fill out a bracket.
I
You
learned
learned
more
how to fill out
about
a bracket.
Lou Martini than I did before,
There
for
you go.
sure.
There you
Forget
go.
about
Have
it.
some concern
And Lou
about him.
Martini, Mr. Hot Dogs himself. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Always a pleasure to be with my boy.
I love
And my
you. I-
boys and my girls now.
I love all you guys, and let's kick some ass. And everybody out there, stay tuned for our next episode of Breaking Balls. As I said, it's always nice to be nice, but it's a lot of fun to break balls. So break somebody's balls for me,
You got
okay?
it. All right.
Good
Take
night.
care, everybody.
Yeah.